At Amazon, I worked in pick, dock, the spur lines, and other random jobs. Amazon is an exhausting place to work that leaves our bodies broken, and it shouldn't be like that. Many of our colleagues have had injured backs, knees, wrists, and other body issues just from working at Amazon. And recently, a Spanish speaking friend of mine was injured, and Amazon tried to get her to sign a paper that said she wasn't responsible for her injury. Last year, Amazon had over 20,000 reported COVID cases, 37 complaints of worker retaliation. Amazon has twice as many injuries as other warehouses. Those injuries are because Amazon constantly squeezes employees to move faster and faster. There need to be rules and regulations in place to ensure Amazon employees are not getting injured on the job. So since Amazon clearly can't regulate themselves, the real question is, what is OSHA going to do to hold accountable for its injuries? And more generally, what is OSHA going to do to catch up to these new higher tech business models that monitor, track, and pressure workers? Thank you.
My husband, Scott Shaw, was killed in 2002 when he fell off of two tires that were connecting two barges together while his company was assisting in dredging in the Schuylkill River. His company did not ensure there was life-saving equipment worn or available, which would have most likely saved his life. I had never had occasion to work with OSHA at this point in my life. I honestly had never even thought about the concept of safety at work. I was a Philadelphia school teacher and had never had to deal with OSHA at the time. When Scott's accident happened, the experience was brand new to me. This is not rare with family members of those injured or killed at work. I was lucky. The Philadelphia area OSHA kept me updated via letters regarding their investigation, as well as their conclusions and fines levied at the company. As I have become more involved as an advocate for safety in the workplace, and as I have gotten to know more family members and their stories, I have found that OSHA's contact with family members is inconsistent throughout the US. USMWF, which is United Support and Memorial for Workplace Fatalities, a national family group. The COSH groups have worked with regional OSHAs to respond better to families as they navigate the process. One thing that my OSHA office did not do, and I didn't know could happen, was that the company could negotiate the fines down. Scott's company did, and they ended up paying much less than they were originally fined. So my questions. First, along with the very recent changes that ensures that OSHA communicates with USMWF and family members quarterly, what short and long-term goals does OSHA have to continue to work with families to help them understand the negotiation process, as well as give them a voice in any negotiations and keep them updated in real time of the steps being taken, negotiating fines, as well as the investigation into their loved one's injury or death? And second, how will OSHA ensure that the regional offices are all being consistent and transparent as they work with families, as well as helping families understand exactly what is happening with OSHA and their loved one's workplace? Thank you.
We at OSHA will continue to do work with USMWF and others that advocate for the voice of people who have been lost at work. We have also shared information, will continue to share information from that. We pulled some of our regional administrators into that initial meeting, and we'll continue to do that moving forward to help bridge any miscommunications that have been occurring. We want to make certain that we're doing this as consistently as possible. And these are challenges that we have to better address moving forward to make certain that the consistency is better. And we'll continue to strive for that. There are horrific events that take place to the family and the community and the coworkers. And you know, again, my heart goes out to everyone who has been a victim of a family member being killed at work, as well as those who have died from long-term occupational illnesses and catastrophic injuries as well. So we certainly are totally committed to try to continue that process, building the relationships at our regional office levels with all sorts of advocacy groups, COSH groups, victims, families groups, and others. So we'll continue to do that work. Specifically to your question of holding employers accountable to the regulations that OSHA enforces, our mission is to make certain that all employers are following the rules that they're required to, and to, you know, all of us recognize that OSHA rules are the minimum requirements, and we want to see every employer go well above and beyond the minimum requirements and provide much more effective health and safety protections to all workers in this country.